Well, for more on this, Mehmet Celik joins us now here on set. He's the managing editor of the daily Sabah, an English language newspaper here in Turkey. Mehmet, good to have you on. Now, how do these three-way talks between the Russians, the Syrian regime, and the YPG affect Turkey's military operation in northern Syria?
I don't think it will affect the ultimate goal and ultimate plan for Turkey. However, we should understand that the YPG is as a proxy or as a terrorist group when it needs support from a bigger power. It has had the power, that support from the United States, and now that with the US pullout from the region, it seeks new alliances. However, Turkey has shown what it will do if regime tries to support the YPG or the PYD on the ground in Afrin. When the YPG came to rescue, when the Assad regime came to rescue YPG, Turkey did not allow that. And I think with how Turkey has been firm on the ground, that's a good signal that it will not allow the Assad regime to interfere in its plans. However, with Russia, it is, the diplomatic channels are very open, very transparent and clear between Turkey, particularly between President Erdogan and Putin. So, President Erdogan has said that they talk 24-hour whenever they need to. So I don't think that will cause any significant obstacle for Turkey's operation. Turkey and Russia have been part of Astana meetings as well, and they both maintain the goal of ensuring that territorial integrity of Syria is not damaged. And YPG being a big problem for Syria's territorial integrity, I don't think if diplomatic channels remain open, I don't think that will be an issue. But YPG will try to seek alliances to in a way, have support against Turkey's operation.
Okay. President Erdogan recently spoke before heading out to Azerbaijan. He mentioned Manbij in Kobani. This is actually quite an important development in northern Syria because there had been a Manbij agreement with the United States. We know that that really didn't work out. So what are Turkey's plans with regards to this?
Well, Turkey is determined to clear YPG rule from Manbij because Manbij itself is a very, when it comes to its demographics, it's an Arab, traditionally and historically Arab populated region. And Turkey says we need to clear YPG from Manbij in order for us to actually ensure stability by bringing back the original demographics to the region. So that YPG rule or YPG occupation in Manbij needs to be eliminated for demographics to actually settle in and to ensure that the post-YPG period is sustainable. If YPG continues its rule there, then the Arabs population in the region cannot go back to their homes. So for the long-term stability, that demographic and administrative positioning must be established.
The narrative that we're seeing in a lot of international media is still Turkey against the Kurds. You are a Turk of Kurdish origin, I believe.
Yes.
And talk to us about the importance of how Turkey, when they start the operation in towns like Tel Abyad or Rasul Ain, or what they plan to do with Manbij, it's not actually against the Kurds. They want to sort of hand over to the rightful owners these areas that they're clearing.
This Turkey's operation is not an operation against any ethnicity, being Arabs, Kurds, Turkmens, any ethnicity. This is an operation against a terrorist group which has found support from the West, particularly from the United States. So it is not an operation against the Kurds, because if that was the case, the Kurds in Turkey wouldn't allow that, first of all. If this was an operation against an ethnicity, and Kurds particularly, which is something that we have not seen in Turkish history to begin with. This is an operation against a terrorist group, which is a very marginalized or terrorist group that does not have the majority support by the Kurds. So if the operation was against the Kurds, that would be correct. However, framing this operation as an operation against the Kurds is putting your head in the sand, basically, and not seeing. It's far away from the facts, far away from the reality. I find it a little bit absurd that they're actually using this narrative to support a very radical group, a terrorist group, when the West claims to be the protector of liberal values, democratic values, and the group itself is anything but against that. So,
All right, Mehmet, good to have you on. I appreciate your analysis.